Welcome everyone, it's Miss Chelley and we're back with another episode of Dancing with the Chef. Today, I am so honored, so thrilled to have this young man come with us today and prepare an exciting meal. I won't talk about that until a little bit later, but he is a visual artist, sports domineer, performing artist, and most importantly, an extraordinary humanitarian. Everyone, let's give it up for Mr. Gangus Kaz!
Sometimes I wonder, can I breathe right underwater? Sometimes I wonder, can I speak in outer space?
How are you?
Sometimes I wonder, can I call
There you go.
Elbow.
There you go. We'll get it right. We'll get it right.
So how are you?
Doing good. You know, times like this, they keep me busy, honestly.
So everybody, this young man right here, my son, I told you I have 3 amazing sons. So this is another one of my amazing sons, Mr. Well, I won't see, last time I embarrassed, so I'm not going to embarrass. But,
Go ahead.
so, Michael,
Yes.
Gangus Kaz. Everybody knows just Gangus Kaz, but he wasn't always Gangus Kaz. So we need to go back through. Starting out, you guys have been performing since...
Yeah, since I was 4, my older brother was 8. Yeah, it was just on stage.
On stage.
On stage.
That's
winning
first love,
recitals.
performing arts.
Yep.
And then we transitioned over into the sports world where you also dominated. Track and field since middle school. High school, went to the States twice.
Twice, yeah.
Twice.
Good time. Good
And that work ethic led him to being a walk-on for OSU.
Yeah.
So let's rewind the tape. Let's talk about before we were Gangus Kaz. Where you were in Ohio State, flourishing, going on the camps and all this great stuff, and with all the different teams.
Yeah.
What was the transition for you? What happened where you said, I don't want to pursue this any longer? And what brought you back to your first love?
Well, honestly, going through high school, it always been a childhood dream to play for the Buckeyes, like a whole family of Buckeye fans. And really, when I got into college and I finally made the team, it went from, okay, am I doing this for other people? Am I doing this for myself?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And we were so busy because literally we would wake up at 3 in the morning, and then we would have practice until 8 at night. That's during the summertime, summer camps. And during that time, I couldn't create, so I wasn't feeling like myself. And when you don't feel like yourself, that's when you start dealing with depression, you start having mood swings, you're just not yourself. So I had to make the big decision to just walk away from my childhood dream so I could pursue my childhood talent. And
that's good.
yeah, and so now
That's
I'm where I'm at now. And I feel great. I'm actually happy that I made that decision.
So, I was also tired of seeing him all busted up, all the stuff that they go through. I'm like, what is this? What am I coming home to?
Yeah,
So anyway,
concussions and cuts and
arm just split open. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
So anyway, now we're into our current. Gangus Kaz been running it. You're at 100,000.
we're actually over 100,000 now. We're looking at 110,000 streams.
Okay, so explain that to the
counting.
people about that, because we got different genres of people who are watching, so different people.
Yeah, so I released my album African in America in February, and it got great feedback. Right now we're looking at 110,000 streams, and
That's in 1 year.
in 1 year, not even a year.
Not even a year, right?
Yeah, like half a year. So numbers are rising. So I just want to say thank y'all for all who are streaming and who are listening. Love it. Keep it up. But yeah.
So just talk to the people about that, and then also about what you got coming up.
Yeah, so actually I'm working on a new single. It's part of a series called Cosmic Series. And basically it tells the story of the life of an artist in a world filled with sheep and wolves. And of course the sheep are those who are trying to survive, and wolves are those who are feeding off of the sheep. Kaz, the main character of the series, basically represents all the artists out there, the creators that are trying to take a stand and are trying to be different and are trying to get their work out there in a society that doesn't necessarily accept art and necessarily values and sees the importance in art. So yeah, that's actually coming out very soon. And
so y'all, y'all know about this later, but we're gonna change the format a little bit. You know, we always dance at the end. I'm gonna just have a little link where we put a dance to the side, but we're gonna have him perform it for us. Y'all gotta hear it. It's an amazing song. It's just perfect for this time. I love it. I don't wanna give it away because I know you haven't really released it yet. When is the release date?
It is the 25th.
So that's this month. So a little bit later this month,
25th of this month.
So y'all gotta get that. So how can the people contact you? What's your IG? All that great stuff that you guys.
IG, Facebook, Twitter, everything is Gangus Kaz. That's GANGUSKAZ. No spaces, nothing.
And is there something unique about how you got this name, Gangus Kaz? Like,
what is that? Actually in high school when I played football, they used to call me Kamikaze because I would just smash into stuff like I wouldn't care. Yeah, got a lot of concussions from that. But as I reached college, and this was actually after I quit the team, I was like, okay, you know, me and my little brother Yazuzu, we was doing music, and I'm like, I'm really feeling this whole music scene. So I'm like, what would my name be? What is something that stands out? You know, because I want to be called Lil something. You know,
and that relates to you.
That relates to me, right? Yeah. So I was in class and we were studying Genghis Khan. And Genghis Khan believed in meritocracy. So you wasn't valued on how rich you were. You was valued on what you brought to the table, your actual art. You know, he didn't care if you were poor. If you were talented, he saw value in you. He also united so many nations across Asia. And so with me, I see value in both of that. I want my music to be valued for its art, and I want to be able to unite the music scene. Because right now I feel like there's a big separation between the old heads and new heads. People like rock, people like hip hop. There's this vast separation, and I honestly don't like that. So yeah, I just kind of incorporated that into my name, and you got Gangus Kaz.
You gotta love this guy. And I'm not saying that because of my son either, but you just like I told you, he's a great humanitarian, all that. There's so many different things. He's always coming to the school to help me out with my babies. Don't get paid for that. He just does it.
Love the kids. Love the kids.
Don't do that. So I just got one more quick question, because you've had a lot of ups and downs and transitions, and I don't want people at home looking at your numbers and how big your numbers are and all that. Like, well, shoot, if he could do it, I want you to tell the people, what is it? How were you able to maintain success through your transitions? So you see what I'm saying? Like how we talked about your transitions, you've had a lot of them. How were you able to maintain that success? Because every time you touch your foot, you go straight to the top. I know that's God first.
Of course, but not caring. You can't care. I believe in the laws of attraction. And for me saying I got 100,000 streams is nothing compared to someone who has 1 billion streams. So if I'm looking at numbers and I see value in numbers, I'm going to be down instead of celebrating my accomplishment. There are people out there listening to my music instead of saying, okay, dang, how am I going to get 1 billion streams? And I'm not focusing on people who are actually listening. You know, you have to take it one step at a time.
Right.
You know what I mean? And also, since like this year, we've been through this whole pandemic, and now it's important to think outside the box. 2018, 2019, you could probably copy and paste. You could do what everyone else is doing. You can make it. Nowadays, you have to be set apart because everyone is the same. You have to.
Same playing field. We got a level playing field now. Yeah.
So you have to like think of ways to be creative. You have to think of ways to show that you're different. Show that you stand out from everyone else. So that's why I say think outside the box, stay consistent, and be you. Most importantly, be you.
Yes, I love that. All right, so we're here on Dancing with the Chef.
Yes.
So what brought you, one more quick question, what brought you to a more healthier lifestyle? You know, you've always been in fitness. That's you wake up jogging and exercising, run. That's just you. But what has brought you to not fully engaged in a vegan plant-based lifestyle?
I love meat too much. I love McDonald's too much.
But you've changed a little bit.
Yeah.
You've started, and then talk to the people about why and what you've been feeling since you've taken on that progression of a more plant-based diet.
Yeah, so it goes back to how you're feeling. What's on the inside comes out to the outside. We all know that. And with that, sometimes, you're like, oh my gosh, I feel groggy today. I don't feel like doing nothing. It's because you're not putting enough fuel into your body. You're not putting the right fuel in your body. And, I'm saying this, but, I still got it. I have a long way to go. If I went to McDonald's, I'm going to get that before. But, I'm working my way up. I'm getting it. I am getting it. Yeah, so just try. You gotta try. Hey.
So, you're here with us on Dancing with the Chef. You ready?
I'm ready.
So let's tell the people.
Yep.
We are going to make one of his favorite dishes.
Yep.
Macaroni and cheese is his favorite, but I wanted to make a full meal since his audience is learning to cook and become, independent. So we're gonna make vegan lasagna.
Vegan lasagna.
Come on. So it's a household favorite here.
Yep.
And we've been adding and taking away, and even your dad has gotten involved and added some things. So we're gonna kind of tweak it a little bit today and work it out in the kitchen and see what y'all think, okay?
Yep.
So y'all will be right back with Dancing with the Chef. Hi everyone. So these are the ingredients that we will be using for our vegan lasagna. This here, I've kind of pre-prepared. This is our Impossible Burger. It's a really amazing alternative. It's a plant-based. And in here I put some seasoning salt, onion powder, garlic powder. I'm also gonna add some of the basil pesto, just a little bit in here. Because I'll add that later in my sauce. You guys will see that. And I just love like the minced garlic. So I also want to add that. Oh, let me just put that off there. And I also add this in my meat. And I also have chopped up some onion in there as well. Okay, so I'll just blend this, stir this. Oh, and also for this type of plant-based, it just works kind of better if you have like the Worcestershire sauce in there. So I've already added some of that in there as well. And I'll mix this really good. And you'll see me put that over on the oven, okay? On the stove. Okay, so now I want to get to what I'm putting into my actual sauce. So this is I have an onion, and then I have some green pepper, red pepper, and I just kind of dice them. It doesn't have to be pretty, it doesn't have to be neat. I just kind of dice them, and I'll use this one for my onion. All right, so I showed you guys earlier, this was our plant-based Impossible Burger. I already had all my skillets on, and I kind of always cheat just so that you guys are not sitting here watching the whole thing. I'm just trying to give you the steps, okay?
Yeah.
I already put my onions on. I always do them separate. I told you guys that earlier. So I turned them off because I don't want them too overcooked.
Yeah, start crying.
I don't want them to start crying, that's right.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna change my spoon out. So now, Michael, we're going to add some salt. I kind of added some already, but so just for home, so everybody see, this is just sea salt. And that also helps with the boiling too. I'm gonna stir this. Multitasking here. So Michael, you can go ahead and put some oil in there, and that just helps to make sure our noodles don't stick.
Gotcha.
Yeah, big chance.
How much?
Just do a little bit more.
A little bit more?
I know. Okay, that should be good.
That's good.
And then go ahead and add your noodles. Just take about 4 or 5 of them out and put them in there. You ain't gonna hurt nothing. If they break, it's okay, because we'll break them later too when we layer it. Some of them, not all of them. Yep.
This one.
Well, he was trying to hide.
Right.
He was trying to stay back in the background. So we got that in there. So that's perfect. We'll spin those around. I got my little tool over there. So now We're going to take our peppers. I'll hold those for you. We'll take our peppers and go ahead and put those in the back Teflon, the skillet back there. That's not very.
Now, how much is this though? How much?
A little bit more. I'm sorry, I got ahead of myself because I wanted to put that in a while ago.
A little bit more than
All
that.
right, so that should be good. Take it and stir it around. Just take your time with it. Stir it around.
Got you.
I'm sorry, I have to move this because it's heavy on my neck. I don't like anything heavy on my neck. Oh wow! It gives it that whole nother lift, that whole nother taste. Gently go back to your noodles and just kind of stir them a little bit before we add those mushrooms. So everybody, you're gonna let your noodles cook typically about 5 minutes. I've had my water on. You always want to make sure your water is already hot. Do not add the noodles without that because we don't want them to be undercooked or overcooked. And then I always add some salt. That also helps with the boil, and some oil, okay, to your water. And that helps to keep the noodles from sticking, okay? But you don't want it to splash up on you. That's anybody at home. You're gonna get some whole nother level of fans. Now they see you in the kitchen working it.
Let them know I'll throw down.
So once you get it all stirred around, we're just gonna cover. Sorry. I want to put some seasoning on that. Sorry, y'all know what I tell y'all every week. My mom's from down south, and we have really seasoned food. She's like, yeah, I don't know.
She's so humble.
I like that. Yes, that's true. Hey guys, I'm putting a little Italian sauce seasoning on my Impossible Burger too. All right. So with that being done and said, we're gonna go ahead and cover. You don't stop profiling. We're gonna cover that. Your vegetable. We're gonna cover that. And I'm gonna get ready to turn my fire off of my meat, and I'm gonna stir and drain my noodles. Okay. And that is it. When we come back, we'll show you guys how to layer. That's what you guys are interested in. Yeah, you guys are interested in that layering, baby. So this is ice water, and we just pour it on our noodles after we strain them. We put ice cold water on our noodles just to keep them from sticking and clumping up, okay? So Michael will strain those, and when you guys come back to us, you'll see us over layering our lasagna. All right, so we're back to the stove. Michael works for Gangus Kaz. See, messing up. What I forgot to say is that you want to make sure you preheat your oven at 400. So we'll let it cook for, this already being plant-based, everything's already done. We'll probably only do 20 minutes, okay? I just want to make sure I told you guys that. So, we're gonna start with our sauce. We're gonna put our sauce down. This is the fun part, y'all, with the layering. And I also combined all of our vegetables with the meat just to make it easier. Usually if we're doing it at home, I have a little bit more time and space, but I don't want to overwhelm you guys at home. So I just combined the vegetables with the Impossible sauce. We don't have that much, just a nice little coating. Yep, that's perfect. And then I'm gonna put noodles on there. So the main thing with the noodles is I want to make sure it's like a blanket, so that when we're picking that up and all the cheese and everything, just exciting. We're using a mozzarella, plant-based cheese, and I also have some, make sure you can see that. So we have the two different cheeses that we're using today, just so you guys are aware of that. Some people didn't know it was plant-based options out there, okay? So I just kind of do 4 across. You can do this your own way. I got a 13 by 9 here. So I do 4 across, and I kind of overlap mine. You see that mine? I kind of overlap mine.
Now, why do you do that?
Just because I want it to be like a blanket.
Gotcha.
Where it won't fall through.
Come apart.
Yeah. I can take from both.
Take from both.
Well, so your mozzarella is going to be more dry. So dealing with this, you might want to have more of the shredded sharp cheese on this one. I'm adding something a little bit different this week. I want to add Just try this. I want to add some spinach, Gangus Kaz, to our. I want you when you go. You're gonna need that.
Why you didn't call me Michael? That's what I'm saying, man.
Okay, so you guys see how I'm layering that. We're just being goofy in the kitchen. Usually they sit over there while they're playing the games and stuff, and I'm in here acting goofy. So I just want to try this. Okay, so I just put some salt.
All right, let's wing it.
So guys, like I said, if your family, I have different ones in the family that don't like this, or some like, you know.
Yeah, we're
so-
picky people.
Oh gosh,
Very
picky eaters, and I was too. So my mom would have to make adjustments for me. But not really. She'd be like, "You better eat it, or you ain't gonna eat today." No, my mom never did that. She loves us. So just a little bit. See, that's not bad, right?
It's all right.
Cause you like spinach.
Yeah, but you know, we don't know if we like spinach and lasagna together. But we'll see. We'll learn today. We will learn today.
Okay. You're gonna see today. You're gonna learn.
Right.
All right. So now we're back to our layering process. All right.
Back here?
Yeah. Was that my job or yours?
I can't remember.
So go ahead and put a little bit of sauce on, just so we have that continuity.
Mm-hmm. A little bit more there.
Okay. Go ahead. Ask your famous question.
Why?
Why are you doing that? Go ahead. Ask the question now.
See, I wasn't gonna ask.
See, you wasn't ready.
Why though? Why? Yeah.
So.
What do ends do?
So with the ends, and I kind of, please, or see, that was almost perfect. See how perfect that is?
Mhm.
And I just kind of blanket it. See that? Just kind of
get it
blanket
looking
it.
nice.
Yeah, just kind of blanket it. You're just playing around with the food, you know? You just get in there and you just start messing around over the years and you just see what works for you.
Yeah.
So I just started blanketing it, and that way, like when you guys cut a slice, it's
looks
not falling.
presentable.
Yeah, presentable, and it's not falling everywhere.
Right. Yeah.
All right. So I want a little bit more cheese on this right here. We want to have plentiful.
There you go. Abundance.
Abundance, plentifulness.
Yep.
Now I can't even open it. My hands are slippery. Wait. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
I think I want to add some sauce there, but I think we'll be good with this. I'm not one of those people who like, okay, you know, every time it's perfect this way and I have to add this much salt. I just kind of feel my way in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what happens when you don't immediately put them into cold water. That's why he had to kind of unfold, and he was very careful, so that's good. You guys want to make sure you put that in that cold ice water right as soon as they come out, but we kind of got sidetracked a little bit. So with this, go for that cheese. Put that cheese on, because y'all like the creamy cheese.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're gonna put sauce on top, okay? We're gonna put the sauce on top, so we kind of changed our layers. People at home, I know I'm kind of going fast, but you can always rewind. All right, Michael, it's on you.
Yeah.
I just like this brand a little bit better. I don't know where angle we're coming from, but I like this brand better. It's just me personally. You can do your own thing, but there's several different brands out there. Simple Truth, this is a newer one that we just found out about, and that's pretty good too. At home, if you guys don't like a lot of cheese, you don't need to do this. But for me, I love the.
Yeah, I was neglecting this side.
We want to treat all pasta fairly now, equally. Come on.
Yep.
Let's take that. And we're gonna just cover it because I don't want my noodles hard. I don't like hard noodles on top. So you don't even have to spoon it out. Well, yeah, I usually use like a knife, but we didn't bring it over, so you can just use your spoon, that's okay. And just kind of spoon it out. All right. So I just said, you wanna do that?
All right. Yeah.
Usually you do 2 of these, just so you got all the edges covered, but we're just moving quick, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
So usually you put one on this side, one on that side, and make sure your edges are all the way covered. But this will be good, okay? So like I said, we already set to 400. We already preset that, so you don't have to wait for it to preheat. And then we're gonna slide it in the oven. All here's the moment of truth. So we set our timer at 20, but I ended up doing about 28 minutes. I know that's weird instead of just saying 30, but it was more like 28 because I just wanted the cheese to look a little bit more melted. Okay?
Supple.
Sap it. Come on,
Succulent. Moist.
All right, here we go. So, yep.
Let me grab it and
Okay, that's fine.
feel it.
That's fine. We can do it however.
All right.
We get we're situated there. All right, here we go. Moment of truth, y'all. I'm nervous. I hear your song in my head as I'm pulling it out. Running, 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 keep it running, 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 keep it running, running. Oh, okay, that was too much. So guys, we're doing this for the show because y'all don't want to be sitting here forever. You have to let this cool.
Yeah.
You see how the cheese, so you guys have to let this cool down, but we're trying to do this just so you guys can, from beginning, middle, end, give you that full perspective. You guys know it doesn't matter if it's healthy, easy, and affordable if it doesn't taste good.
If it don't taste good, what's the point? You might as well go back to eating meat.
Okay, so here's the moment of truth, y'all. That just means he's hungry. So this is, we kind of garnish. I want to garnish mine. Oh, that's too big. I'm sorry. Let's see, I want to garnish mine
That
just a
looks
little.
ugly.
See, he's an overachiever. That's his thing. He's the overachiever.
What's the saying? It's not about how it looks. It's about
How it tastes?
No, it is about how it looks. We're going to eat it, so it doesn't matter.
All right, you ready? We're supposed to have a knife.
Hold on, wait. I ain't messing up my shirt. I ain't trying to mess up my shirt now.
Okay, let me put my napkin in my lap.
There you go. Ready.
All right, he looks like he's at the dentist's office. All right, here we go. I wonder what was in that prayer.
Help.
No, you did this. This is you. You gotta own this. This is you.
Okay. Okay, Kaz, come through. Come on. And Chelley, Miss Chelley.
Come on.
Yeah, we did that.
Come on.
We did that.
So, very creamy.
Oh, yeah.
So this is, like I said, this is a vegan. We didn't have to add the milk and do our different sauces that you normally do with just a regular lasagna.
Yeah, that's really good. Y'all following along and follow directions. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
So guys, we're gonna have a toast. We're gonna toast it there, huh? We're gonna have a toast real quick. We're gonna take a break. A toast to your health.
Oh, okay. Your health.
Remember, if you don't try, you can never manifest your highest vibe. So you guys try. It's really delicious. Your children will never know.
What she said.
That's good. All right, back to eating. Hi everyone. So you see that we have a lot of fun here on the show. We just want to make sure that you guys stay tuned in. And we need you to go to our YouTube page, Andrew Bell Performing Arts, and make sure you like what you see. And I know that you like, yeah, it looks like that. Except it's blue, I think. Is it? And make sure you subscribe. That way when we put out new material, we put out new shows every week, every Wednesday. We put out a new show. And I also have different dance videos that we put out there so you guys will know what's happening with abpadance.com. So subscribe, like, share, subscribe. One from mouth.
Oh, that goodness.
All right, here it is, the moment of truth, the moment you've been waiting for. Here he is with his latest single, Running. It is Gangus Kaz.
Keep it running, keep it running, keep it running, keep it a few minutes, I'll be coming. fake a booing for you rooting. Cause I'm gonna switch up on you like a movie. You hopped in the boiling waters like jacuzzis. So my man had your plans, what you brooding? Yeah, I'ma keep it short like a doobie. When I smell you loud, it's polluted. I could tell you a clown, man, you woozy. Though we jail, let me down, yeah, you fooled me. Yeah, they fell out of bounds, so I'm shooting. Running, running, running. Keep it running, running, run. I keep it running, running, running. Keep it running, running, run. I saw my friend, however he wasn't a friend at all. Now you nice, now you nice. Let me be, fool me twice, shame on me. Hit the light, you can leave. Now I'm coming for the head like some weave. Cause didn't comprehend you was after me, yeah. Living by the hand, gotta make them bleed, yeah. Didn't understand, I make them believe, yeah. Paranoid, you a friend or enemy, yeah. Shadows in my room, keeping me from sleep. Want me deep, pulling out my sheets while I'm counting sheep. Gotta keep dreaming in my peace, trying to stay on beat, yeah. I gotta take a leap, land right on my feet and I'm running. Keep it running.